I believe that Maritha either wants to sue us or have our children taken away from us.
Maritha called DFS and made some accusations that I had a 3-year-old unsupervised.
Our oldest son was pulled out of class, which was very humiliating for him, and was questioned about my younger 2 children. And a social worker arrived at our home to investigate our house.
DFS found that it was a lie. This lady's sick and ill and bullying my children.
Did you call DFS and file a complaint?
Yes, I did. You want to know why?
Yes.
Because her daughter was out in the backyard with underwear on, she was not fully dressed. They were playing around the boat that was propped up against her house, okay? And along with, I don't know which one of her sons, the boat almost fell on the girl, and the girl was screaming. No one came out the house, no one.
Is it a neighborly thing to do to just maybe
Is it a
tell
neighborly
her?
thing? Yes, to trying to protect children, yes, there is.
But if you really thought there was a danger, you could resolve that within 30 seconds with a phone call versus a week later, DFS comes out.
That was, because it takes them some time to come out.
Yeah,
and
but
Pastor
you could
called
resolve-
her. By how?
If you just let her know. Everybody is just pointing fingers at each other, and nobody is taking any reasonable ownership of anything. If I ask you guys something, well, they did all this. I ask you, they did all this. I ask him anything, he quotes me as constitutional rights. I mean, come on. At some point, somebody has to have the common sense of saying, let's try to defuse the situation and get along. I mean, I made a list of the allegations that they have against you two, that you asked Maritha if she was into swinging. You're telling me that this woman came across the alley and asked you if...
We don't have alleys.
Well, whatever.
Right, where we used to live, and we felt safe in the alleys, yeah.
But she came over to you and asked if you were into swinging.
And part of her conversation, yes, she did, as she explained to me that he had some issues going on with bad checks. The conversation did go a lot of different ways, yeah.
Okay. And
at the conversation,
that she filed a restraining order because you were a convicted felon, told the entire neighborhood about your background, screamed if you people ever lived in a normal neighborhood, stole your cat, told neighbors you're from a bad area in North St. Louis, told neighbors you have heavy artillery in the house, took pictures, recorded the family, called Melanie a bitch and said, get out of my neighborhood, complained about Melanie to her boss and got her put on administrative leave.
I wouldn't even know the first phone number to call for her work.
Oh, really? Wow, your neighbor is one of my best co-workers, friends that you like to gossip to. How amazing.
Could they get this information?
From
Would these
no,
people
But you
call-
said you did the investigation. You said at the beginning of the show, you took time to investigate us.
Quit accusing me of everything that happens to them. It's not me calling. It's not. They accuse me of everything. There's 81 houses in my subdivision.
Yes, we have called.
Got it, but it's you going over to the other neighbors.
We've been going over to those neighbors
It's
for
not
12
Alan,
years.
it's you.
We've done
It's
it.
you.
Okay, let me interrupt here. At some point, everybody has to stop being a right fighter and start deciding that they're going to be part of the solution instead of part of the problem.
Yes, I totally agree.
And you'll start saying something and then you get all self-righteous and you bet you by God. Okay, that's fine. But if you want to decompress the situation, then you need to start finding a way to extend an olive branch on both sides here. They believe that you are agitating with the other neighbors. At some point, somebody has to say, you know what? Whatever has happened, the only time is now. The past is over. The future hasn't happened yet. The only time is now. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.